Hello there, watch people. How's everybody doing this twilight hour? Thank you for joining me on the Twilight Watch Talk solo stream. Today is Friday morning. We're checking in with you at 0341 hours in the AM, California. Everybody I know over here in this side of the planet is asleep. So most of you all be joining me from the other side of the hemisphere. Welcome. A quick program note. My last two videos were blocked. Actually, the last video was blocked because of the Ozzy Osbourne in the first few minutes. I thought because the channel's not monetized and there's no ad revenue that you can play whatever the hell you want. But I was, I actually researched that and that's what I found. But apparently, obviously, that's not the case. So it said blocked worldwide. So I deleted it so that I don't get copyright striked. I don't know. And then yesterday's the video prior to that, the really good video that also had the Ozzy Osbourne in the beginning too. If you remember, I was rocking out. So ditto. I had to delete that video. I suppose I could have edited them and all that, but has anybody ever tried to edit a fucking video? The live stream video on YouTube, so it stays as a live stream and doesn't end up as an upload. It takes about 5-6 hours for it. Just bullshit. I'll never do that again. Like I used to. I used to edit some of my live streams all the time. Now it's just either play it or don't. Fuck it. So no more Ozzy Osbourne on the show. Man, that really sucks. So if you want to hear me jam out to the Ozzy Osbourne and talk watches at the same time, you got to join the Rich Buddy Live Show Discord. Send me an invite request to the email below that's appearing on the screen right now. And if you join my Discord with your same YouTube name and none other, you will be able to come in. If you join with a different username that I don't recognize, then you'll get kicked out. But over there, it's a private Discord, so there's no restrictions. I actually have a live stream set up there for rocking out with Rich Buddy, and I hang out up there sometimes, and you could watch some Van Halen and some Black Sabbath and some Ozzy Osbourne with me and stuff. So, without further ado, let's talk about the topic at hand. The new Submariner. It appears that Rolex is releasing a watch in a few days. On the 1st of the month, it appears that a new Rolex Submariner is on the horizon. So, several hours ago, a video was released by Rolex, and we'll play that here right now. So let's go over the video real quick. Man, I gotta tell you, I can't get that. I just want to play music in the background, Okay, well, you know what? We'll go with the light background music. Let me pull that up. since I can't use the copyrighted Ozzy Osbourne music. Fucking dead. Where's the background music at? Who the fuck is texting me? It's got to be CLYVE's. Who else could it be at this time in the morning? Fuck, where's that? Right here. Let me see if I could. This, you guys won't be able to hear this, so never mind. All right, let's just share the screen. Let's go over the Rolex screen real quick. Yeah, that's showing right there. Okay, so this is their little teaser, their 8-second teaser, Submariner teaser. So look, it's either a Submariner. Here's what it is. It's a Submariner, and this is Tom Austin, our viewer in the chat, is really the one that called it. So let's give him the credit because he said Submariner on Oysterflex. He was thinking steel, but I know he meant precious metal because I was telling him, you know, bud, you know, they only do precious metals on Oysterflex, not steel. And they're not going to ruin the Oysterflex precious metal brand by bringing a steel on an Oysterflex. No way. Never, never, never. But so he definitely called it. But you can see, so this is going to be, it can't be steel. Okay, just let's get that out of our head. If indeed it is an Oysterflex. Okay, so look at the strap. Look at that. That's not a bracelet. You see that? You see the where the strap or the bracelet would be? It's too slim to be a. It's too slender. It really looks like an Oysterflex. Let's look at that again. Let's take a look at that. And unless this is just some artist rendition, but I don't think so. I think this is really telling you right here. You can really see that it looks like this is an Oysterflex. Okay, you know, the bottom right. The bottom right, in my mind, without a doubt, in my mind, 100%, absolutely, mente, no question, in me mind, it's an Oysterflex white gold Submariner. They're going to have a rose gold version, rose gold Excelsior. It's going to be just like the Yachtmasters, but Submariner. Okay, and the Wrangler wants to join us. Let's send the good old man a link. Okay, there's the link. If anybody else wants a link, let me know. I haven't been paying attention to the chat. Okay, the Wrangler's going to join us. All hail the Wrangler. Is there a song for the Wrangler? Hold on. There's got to be a song for the Wrangler. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I feel it. I feel it. I feel a song for the Wrangler coming on. I feel it. There's a song for the Wrangler. Where's the Wrangler at? Come on, Wrangler. I sent it to your email. Here's the Wrangler right here. There's the Wrangler. Here comes the Wrangler.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, Wrangler?
Okay, so basically they're thinking it's going to be precious metal on an Oysterflex.
Yeah. Tom is the one who Tom Austin, Tom A in my chat is the one who came up with that idea a few days ago in our Discord.
I've been saying that before the video though.
You didn't say before Tom Austin. Did you? When were you saying this?
For a while now, because it only makes sense. The Submariner is the one that's been the longest between refreshes. Number one. Number two is Rolex has a history of updating something precious metal, then two-tone, then steel.
Yeah, but I don't think you said you. Nobody said Oysterflex.
No, I did not. Well, I did not. No, I didn't think. Oh, I didn't. Well, I didn't think. Well, I don't know. I think someone.
I want to give credit to Tom A on that one for sure.
No,
at least over on this side of the woods.
Yeah,
because none of us over here talked about it.
He definitely called it with certainty. I was hypothesizing about it.
So it does look like that's what it is from the picture of the picture, doesn't it?
A while back, they're talking. I basically said I could see Rolex doing on an Oysterflex and charging the same amount as they used to with a precious metal bracelet, but I didn't say it with certainty. So,
right. I mean, so these will be priced. These are going to be priced right at the Yachtmaster, pretty much equivalent to the Yachtmaster, because that's an equivalent pricing on the steel pieces. Okay, on the other pieces, Yachtmaster 2, bracelet, Submariner, they're very equivalent. So I think, what's the Yachtmaster go for? 22,000. Rose gold, that's what you're going to see. This rose gold Submariner go for, and likewise the steel will go for more money. Maybe they'll make a larger case like they did with the Yachtmaster, right? A 42. Maybe they'll do little differences in them. What do you think?
See, I don't know. I almost think it could be either. My gut feeling says they'll leave the same size to differentiate between that and the Yachtmaster.
What about, you think they're going to go Submariner or Submariner date?
Well, precious metal will be Submariner date.
Hold on. Because they haven't done Submariners in precious metal, have they? Just Submariners?
No. Well, no, they have done. They gold subs. They've been doing gold subs for a while. Remember?
Well, what's the gold subs out right now? Just salt. You can just get a solid gold Submariner right now.
Yep.
Not a sub date.
Yeah, I remember Archie had one that he said that Judge Jeff was stolen by a sex worker, and that's how Archie got the money.
Is the white blue Smurf? Is that a sub or a sub date?
The
white blue Smurf.
I think the Smurf is a sub date.
Okay. I didn't really pay attention to that. I'm a sub date fan, but I never really investigated the precious metals, all precious metal sub date category in recent. That hasn't been a category that's interested me quite at all, quite frankly, because I've had 3 sub dates were my 3 first watches, so I never wanted to look at a sub date for any practical purposes again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's interesting, that because when you're not interested in a certain category, you kind of leave it completely. You might leave it completely up in the air, not to look at it.
Of course, they're gonna put it on a sub date first, because you have to remember, Rolex is very greedy, a little lazy, with a overwhelming sense of entitlement. So basically, putting on a date is the laziest way to jack the price up $1,000.
And Joe, the answer is no.
There's a few. Now, keep in mind, this is completely voluntary. I don't appear in Archie unless someone comes. You do not. You're exempt from the mug requirement.
Rich. This isn't. Don't listen to him. This isn't voluntary. This is the RICHBUDDY show, and he's been forced to be on here.
RICHBUDDY.
He's been forced to be on here.
You all.
You got to add a little bit of entertainment nowadays. Otherwise, anybody's going to think you're a whack job if you're boring and grim, like I usually am.
Right.
After all, it's 3:55 in the morning.
Well, I got up a little bit early, so I caught you for once.
You know, it's so funny. Not that I made a fortune on this anyway. I made $500 mostly on the Riot live streams I did, and then $400 for the rest of the 15 months I've been doing this among super chats and ad revenue. So it isn't a big deal, but I've been making a little bit of a big deal out of it. But you know what? I got demonetized because I privatized all my videos. That's why I found out why I got demonetized. So remember I asked you the other day, I want to make all my videos private. How do I do that? And Clive says, you can click on there and click all private, and it makes them all instantly private. I freaking did that. So 2 days later, I get, more than 2 days later, about a week later, I guess it took a week of runtime with no videos or very little videos. Then YouTube's algorithm said there's no video action going on here. So I just figured this out like this morning. Now, so that you don't do this, I guess I'm explaining also so everybody understands what's happening with my channel. But they, so I guess the viewers, the viewers, there was nothing to view. So the number of hours on my channel went to practically zero. And so the monetization requires viewer hours to be viewed. And I didn't know that's an ongoing thing, because you have to have 4,000 hours or 2,000 hours of watch time to qualify for monetization. Well, that's true, but it's also true, and they don't tell you that if you don't have ongoing viewing, that you'll get demonetized. So that's exactly what happened. I privatized everything, and they said because I did that, it knocked my views for a certain period to 296 hours, which fell below the 2,000 required. And then so once I unprivatized everything, it threw me back over 40,000 viewed hours. So now I had to re-request to be monetized again, and that's what's happening. And now I don't know if they're going to do it instantly or if I have to wait 4 weeks. But it'll happen. But it was a matter of a stupid thing that I did. And I went to privatize everything because I was going to separate content and make membership perks and things like that. And so I was going to start with no videos and then start categorizing the videos. And I guess that's the wrong way to do it. And the guy told me that in the YouTube chat. He said, yeah, that's not the way you want to do it. You screwed yourself. Good, he said. So, and then I thought it'd be fun to play. And then once I was demonetized, I said, oh, I can do whatever I want and play some Black Sabbath in the beginning of my videos. And then they cock blocked me there, you know, and they said blocked worldwide on the last 2 videos. On the last one I did. So before I got another one for the video for the night before, I just deleted that one myself. So there you go. Lessons of a first-time YouTuber.
Well, yeah, but I'd still consider ourselves firmly hobbyists, because, you know, God bless Adrian trying to come on and do this as a living, because the restriction. Oh wait, the restrictions. I was about to yell super chat. Oh wait,
can you read that one right there?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Blame the Wrangler. LOL.
Yes, thank you. It's the Wrangler's fault. No, actually, he helped me out because I wanted to. I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm sorry, Clam. Shit. You know what? And I knew that was gonna happen with a few people, and I got several emails saying, "Dude, what are you doing? Don't delete them until I watch them." So they're back up there, and oh, and Clam, if I do any $3 a month membership for my views or whatever, I'll reimburse you for it or whatever, you know. It's no big deal. But I'll do that with some people. I want to do that just maybe to get rid of the trolls. I might do something like that, man. We might do private live streams. I mean, join my shit for $5 a month and we'll do these live streams private. And that might be what we might do. So we'll see. Are you going to buy this up?
No.
So I told my guy, whatever's coming in, I want it. So we'll see. Whatever it is, I'll take it. He said, I already put you on the list. So the real question is going to be if he says, I have the new Rolex release, one of them, and I have your Panda Daytona, which one do you want? Should I repeat that?
No, I think we pretty much got it.
Okay.
Now, Weekday Hustle is saying he thinks that they're also going to go bigger with it. Maybe leave it a millimeter smaller than the Sea Dweller.
You know what she said when it was a millimeter smaller? Just a millimeter smaller. You're just a millimeter away, honey. Blame the Wrangler. And please, Clam, if I ever say 18 and over and it's an age restricted video, keep him out. Shit. Okay. We won't do any more of those.
Yeah. If there's a sign saying don't touch the fence, you probably don't want to touch the fence.
Correct. So Oysterflex, I mean, yeah, doesn't the video look pretty clear to you? Was that the first thing you thought when you saw that video was Oysterflex? My eye went straight to the bracelet.
Well, what I thought was,
or lack thereof.
Well, here's the thing, though. Normally, I can't remember Rolex ever trying to build up anticipation in advance. Have they ever done a teaser video like this? Is this just because of the COVID, I guess?
Let me think about that. What was the last watch they came out with? The Pepsi? The closest thing they did was come out with stuff on Instagram. Has anybody checked their Instagram this morning to see if anything came out? Let me check. Come on now, it doesn't want to load.
And I wonder if it's going to come up with.
Oh, nice shot! Nice shot there, bud, with your meteorite. That's disco. What is that? Just all blue? What? I'm sorry. Say again. Man, I'm jealous. These guys had a great time over there on the beach. Clam, what a great time. All these photos, I've seen them all. We've been going to the beach and having a bunch of fun and stuff too, but you guys look like you're having fun in a foreign place. It's always fun when you're somewhere different. Fuck, you guys are having a ball. The fishing too, man. I don't see nothing here by Rolex showing anything other than that teaser video. Oh, here, yeah. It's the same video. Oh man, it is so obviously an Oysterflex.
Well, yeah, and of course you know when they they probably made careful notes when Patek Philippe did that with the Aquanaut. Wait, you mean you can charge a premium for something on rubber? Well, hell yeah.
But you agree with me that, do you agree with me that it will not be on steel? There will not be a steel reference here.
No, there won't be.
Right.
And because, again, it's because, well, the difference between Archie Luxury and Rolex, right?
One.
It's like
one loves one and the other doesn't love the other.
No, it's like humans and chimpanzees. They have like 75% similar DNA. It's just arranged slightly differently. Archie is very lazy, a little greedy with an overwhelming sense of entitlement, while Rolex is very greedy and a little lazy with an overwhelming sense of entitlement.
Plus 2 horns, minus 2 horns.
Exactly. Oh, I forgot that. Well,
so
and also Rolex has a history. If there's something they want, Rolex is not out to sell. Their preference is not to sell you a steel watch or two-tone watch. Their preference is to sell you a precious metal watch, because that's what they make the most profit off of. So traditionally, whenever anything new comes out, they try to do it, if at all possible, in precious metal first.
Okay, which leads us to the next question, begged to be answered. This new iteration will have the new movement, obviously, the 75-hour power reserve, 75-hour power reserve, is it not?
Right. And of course, there's blah, blah, blah.
What else?
Oh, what is it? Did they do the new hairspring on this one or the last one?
The last one. Okay. Parachrome hairspring. So the question I was going to say is, when's the steel? 2 years.
What?
2 years before they come out with a steel version on full bracelet.
At least. Now, keep in mind what the precious metal first, and then once that's been out a year, maybe 2 years, then two-tone, and then all steel. Because keep in mind, they can still, Rolex, even though the precious metal has the new looks, the new styling, and the new movement, they will still sell the hell out of their, they're not going to have to beg anyone to take their steel subs. There will still be waiting lists even for the quote-unquote old model, even if everyone knows. Even if everyone knows that a new model is on the verge of being released.
Yeah, there's just not enough out there to feed the market demand anyhow.
If anything,
so regardless, it's going to just hype it up even more, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, there was no hype on a black Submariner. Now there's going to be hype all around Submariner. Now everybody's going to want one when they didn't really care for one, even though they did care for one.
Right.
But the people who didn't so much care for one are now going to be in the category with the other people who did care for one. So they're upgrading the movement from a 3135 to a 3235, increasing the power reserve. And I mean, essentially, I think that's all it's doing is really increasing the power reserve. I'll have to double check and see if there's any improvement in any of the components other than that. But I kind of haven't heard anything other than just an increase in power reserve. They haven't been boasting about anything else on that movement, I don't think. Because like you said, some of the
I've got some
internal improvements were in prior year.
Some of them, yeah. I'm pulling up an article from Bob's Watches on it real quick as we speak.
Yeah, the 3235.
All right. Yeah, the 3135 has a 48-hour power reserve.
48, isn't that what?
3135, the prior.
Yeah, right. 48. So I think we went up to 70. I think it might have been 72 or 70. I want to say
70 hours. 70 hours.
70, okay. You know, that's significant.
It includes a new and more efficient chronology escapement, a longer mainspring housed. Okay, there was a difference in the mainspring. I didn't remember that correctly. And a barrel with thinner walls, and a new monoblock self-winding module.
Longer mainspring, you said?
Longer mainsprings housed barrel.
The longer power reserve.
So that's how they came up with a watch with a longer power reserve. That's the same size as the old one.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, this was written a year ago. At that time, they said the only models that's currently still run on the 3135 were the Date 34 and Submariner Date watches.
What did you say about the module? What did it say it had? Some kind of a module?
New monoblock self-winding module. So what, basically what the rotor attaches to.
So what are they going to do? So, that increase from 45 hours, 45 hours, is that what our power
and it's going to go
from 48?
It's going to go from a KIF shock absorber to a Paraflex shock absorber. So just like anything, Rolex doesn't reinvent the wheel. They just gradually tinker and improve things slowly over time. It's a matter of evolution over revolution.
That increase in power reserve to me was so needed for the GMT2s. I mean, that is the most pain in the ass watch to have to set because of that GMT hand. I mean, do you have a GMT2?
No, I just have the gold nipple dial GMT1.
Just as hard to set, harder,
even harder,
right? So you know what I mean. And so if you're using that in a rotation and you're really using it, I mean, it's not a big deal if you're not using it, because you're going to have to wind it anyway, because you're not using it enough anyway, like me. But if you are a pilot or someone who really uses that function, and you've got one too many watches in your rotation, it's going to screw you on that one with that damn 2-day power reserve, You're always forced to be putting on that watch. So it's just needed that extra day. Such a huge difference.
Well, it's even more specific. Do you think in Chasing Time is basically guessing it's going to be a new Smurf on Oysterflex?
I always, when I was using my Batman regularly, the damn thing always stopped time. Like, I always caught it 2 hours before the damn thing stopped. It was just there. Like, come on, man, give me a few more hours on that power reserve. What are you saying about a Smurf?
The new Rolex teaser is leading us in the same direction. That something blue is coming, perhaps. Oh, perhaps. I love the the safe with the wiggle word.
He's, who's the best? Who would be the best interpreter of this? Would be some kind of a marketing, maybe McKinsey, a marketing person, somebody who puts these things out. They can read it better than us. So this guy picks up on the blue, and he's saying we're missing the whole blue thing, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. I lost the YouTube video. I mean, are we missing something there, Clivers, on the blue?
Yeah. Could be. Well, yeah, but of course, the blue just could signify. I think a lot of people are thinking the blue only signifies water. In other words, it's a wet watch.
Right.
Ocean.
Out of the blue. Yeah, I think it just seems to be. Yeah, I definitely think that just means it's a submersible watch. I mean, what submersible watches do they have? Sea Dweller, Submariner, Yacht Master.
Okay, well, technically, every Rolex watch other than the Cellinis are Oyster.
I know, but I mean, sport, water watch.
Oh,
what would you take on what would be considered? What would they image on a boat? What would they portray on a boat in a scuba gear or as opposed to in a minefield?
What watch does Rolex make for minefields?
1016s.
The Rolex Main Master or what? The Rolex Leg Loser. Yeah, so basically, a water watch is primarily, Sea Dweller, Deep Sea, and the Sub.
Yeah.
all the iterations of that.
So that's what they're showing us, right?
Something, yeah, something coming out of the blue. I like I said, what I see is the precious metal Rolex is being revamped, or precious metal Submariner is being revamped. Because if it's, you know, the Rolex brand, the Rolex Corporation, or the typical Rolex AD, they would far.
Oh, look, they got it on the website too. This is their main page right here.
Yep, I noticed that out of the bleh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Rolex is fairly predictable, but sometimes they zag when everyone thinks that they'll zig.
Yes.
What do you think that Rolex will come out with something like the Black Bay 58 in blue? And not exactly like it, but let's just say they came out with a steel Smurf.
Let's just say they did.
Yeah. How do you think that would be taken?
I think it would really work negatively against the brand. People will be disappointed. Look, I mean, I wouldn't want. I'll if my AD calls and says I got it, I'll tell him, oh, you know, give it to somebody else. I'll just buy a Tudor Black Bay 58.
Depends. Well, it depends on how well they do it. Yeah, frankly.
Yeah. Blue Bay 58.
I think it'd work. Yeah. Well, I think it'd work against the brand, but simply because a watch band that is doing really well, their products and their references are very clearly delineated. It's only when a watch band is not doing that well when they start doing this. When it comes to like watch design, they start doing the spaghetti method. Let's throw the plate of spaghetti. Let's throw the pot of spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks.
Uh-huh.
And a watch band that's not doing as well they'll come up with a new reference and they'll just do it in 15 colors in 4 sizes with with like three different metal options and 4 sizes.
Look, I got something for you though. Look at the video and notice on the crown the 3 dots look to be the same size, or can you not really tell that? Shit.
I'm watching it. Like I said, I'm kind of watching on this little tiny ass.
Yeah.
Screen.
The 3 dots that indicate whether it's a steel or precious metal watch. Because if the 1 dot in the middle is larger, it's a precious metal, right? The 3 dots on the crown. See, they look like they're the same. Shit. I mean, I'm really looking at it. It's very quick and subtle, and maybe they're not paying attention to details. What's that?
3 dots traditionally means
triple lock, right? But if one in the center is bigger than the other 2, it means it's a precious metal piece. And fuck me dead, on the video here, they look like they're all the same. What if they release a steel piece here? Tom, maybe you called it all the way, man, because Tom said it's going to be a steel sub Oysterflex. I said, no way. They can't kill the Oysterflex precious metal brand. But I don't know. Damn, I'm looking at those dots. They really look so... I mean, unless they're... Wow. Have any of you guys out there noticed that and analyzed the 3 dots on the crown? And do you think it's significant or not? But yeah. Let's see what else it says, if it says anything else about it. Oh, no, not at all. That's all we're going to get. Okay, well, we're going to have fun. We're all going to be on the YouTube on September 1st. We're going to crash the YouTube.
No, here's the, or actually the Rolex website, I think. Well, Rolex website first, frankly. And I wonder what time will they, if it's going to be September 1st, is it going to be 6 a.m. or 8 a.m. September 1st in Geneva?
Oh, right. I'm sure we'll all get alerts on our phone.
You literally will probably be the first person to know about it here because you're the only one who's up all night in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's true, and I'll be looking for it.
You damn sure will.
Very true, very true. I'll start live streaming right away. First thing I'll do is start live streaming. Maybe I'll be the first. Good point. The watch of the open seas, the yacht master, see? But we know they just did this. We know they just updated these, right? Right, boss man?
Okay. Sarah, okay, I've got a chart here pulled up.
So it's got to be the sub then, right? Go ahead.
Okay. So what they're saying is Rolex uses the same nomenclature, either the dashes or the dots, for steel and yellow gold. Then white gold, and then, well, platino is obviously platinum. So if you look at a trip lock, if all dots underneath are the same size, it's either steel or yellow gold.
Oh.
If the middle dot is bigger, it means white gold. If the middle dot is smaller than the two outlying ones, it means platinum.
Oh, shit. I didn't know there were that many variations of the dots. If it's smaller in the middle,
Platinum.
Fuck me dead, it's platinum.
Yep. Again.
Platinum.
Yep.
This is a platinum sub on an Oysterflex. Bam. That's what's coming out. That dot's smaller.
Behold the power of the internet, bitches.
I think that dot's, I don't know, man. Let's go with it. I'm going to go with it. Platinum, baby. It's going to be platinum. Shit, you know.
Okay, I want an assist credit on this.
Hold on a second. They don't have a platinum sub, do they?
No.
There's no such thing as a platinum sub. Fuck me dead. If they come out with a platinum sub, you know you're going to want that. But on Oysterflex, wouldn't we want it on a full bracelet?
We'd want, yeah.
Maybe it will be.
But well, then again, with the, let's see, the Sea Dweller that they just released, the precious metal one, was that white gold or was that also platinum?
The Sea Dweller is in white gold. I don't think there's a platinum version.
Well, okay, let's pull up the Sea Dweller in white gold and just check the crown.
Okay.
If what I pulled up makes sense, then what should happen is that the middle dot on the new Sea Dweller should be bigger.
Right. And I mean it's very hard to tell here. Let me see if we can
Platinum.
Oh, look at that. I got it zoomed in really close, don't I? Look at that.
Yeah.
Watch. I don't know. There it is. Look. Man, it's too hard to tell. They don't want to give it away, do they? They know people are smart and they're looking at everything, don't they?
Yeah, I'll have to pull it up on a larger high def screen, I think. But
yeah, it's impossible to look and see if it's the same or small. Well, they look the same, honestly. And they might not even be changing that for this revision.
However, I think within Rolex, with the way they operate, the way they release watches, that would make more sense, especially for a flagship.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't that be cool? A first platinum sub, man. That would be a collector piece. Come on. Yeah. I mean, we don't know what kind of dial rendition would they do. Are they just going to make it boring all black? I don't think so. I think they'd probably do even more. What are they going to do? Platinum ice dial?
Some variation of blue, I think.
Oh shit, an ice dial Submariner in platinum. Wow. $65,000 MSRP. There you go, boys. There you go, boys.
Yep. And if
See you
they
later, GMT.
And they want people, and if there's anything, yeah, do you think they want people to rush to the AD money in hand for a $9,000 Submariner?
Yeah, hold off, GMT Master, on getting your green GMT2 until you see what comes out. Maybe this is something you might want, man. Shit.
Okay, hold on. What time is it in Geneva?
It's 1:26 p.m. in Geneva, Switzerland.
So right now it's 1:26 p.m. in Geneva.
So around 11 p.m. our time, I should be looking out.
Yeah, starting
from there on. All right.
You might do it at 6 o'clock, or they might do it at 8. Who knows?
Let's think about that a second, though, Clivers. A platinum.
Let's just say they do it at noon, so that'd be like 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. our time.
So let's forget Oysterflex altogether. Because I honestly think if this is too big of a release to have it just come out on an Oysterflex. If it's an Oysterflex release, there's going to be several of them.
They did the same thing with the precious metal Yachtmaster.
What's the same thing? What did they do?
Oysterflex.
Right. 2 variations, I think.
But keep in mind, what Rolex wants to do is they want to sell us a new precious metal one on a rubber strap for the same price that they used to sell us a new precious metal watch on a precious metal bracelet. Now, I could definitely see Rolex pulling that.
So let me actually change. So
yep.
Okay, so thinking about this now, I'm thinking platinum, iStyle, Submariner, date, platinum, bracelet. Now I'm starting to forget the Oysterflex. I mean, I understand if they come out with an Oysterflex sub. You know what? I really think they're going to do that. Here's what sub Oysterflex date rose gold, sub Oysterflex date white gold, platinum iStyle full bracelet sub date. There you go. That's what I think we've come up with tonight.
No, I still see Oysterflex. Like I said, they started moving the precious metal Daytonas towards Oysterflex. They've done the new precious metal Yachtmaster and Oysterflex. And because it's literally the cuntiest thing Rolex could do.
So in my description, full platinum bracelet, iStyle sub date. That's what we're gonna say tonight, man. Okay. Now I think we're pretty original and unique in this prediction here, coming up with the platinum ice dial. Man, nobody's said that. Nobody's come up with that. I mean, they've had all year to come up with these predictions. Nobody's come up with a platinum iStyle sub date. Watch them roll out with that. Oh man.
I give you credit, but I claim an assist credit.
Okay. The first person to comment on this video is going to be Clive, the watch poser wrangler. And he's going to say, this video was good until you see that guy's comments every time you come on.
Oh, I know. I think I know who that is.
It's so funny. He never misses.
Oh, hey, he does. I think the poor guy's a lot of us scored.
So I just want to say cheers to the Clive Poser watch wrangler guy out there that makes a comment in the video that Clive happens to appear on here. The joys of the good trolls. They really do bring fun to the channel as opposed to the real nasty, vicious trolls. We know who those are. Okay, so oh my god, now, so let's forget about guessing now. What do you think about if they do come out with the ice dial platinum sub date and full platinum bracelet? What would you think of that piece? Pretend you see it in front of you on the screen right now. You can know exactly what it looks like. Would that be amazing to you? What color would they make the bezel? Blue, black, a light sky blue? What would they do?
I think they'll try. Who knows? They might even make the dial mother of pearl like the selenium.
And they could make the bezel that black ceramic like they do in the Yachtmaster. Who knows?
Or do you think? Or the black or the matte black like on the Yachtmaster?
I love that matte black on that rose gold piece. Patrick Chip bought that piece. He had it just for a few days before he flipped it again. Yeah, he gave it back to the same person. He didn't like the fact that it attracted so much lint and dust, and he couldn't handle the fact that he had to keep cleaning it. So that was the main reason. But other than that, he said it was the most complimented watch he has ever owned.
Complimented?
Yeah, everybody telling him how beautiful it is. Whoa, 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 So it's surprising that didn't overtake the gripe of the cleaning it overtook the compliments. So that tells you on this watch. If you live in a dusty area, you probably don't want one of these.
And really, we're not really, well, where is there an area that's not dusty? I think even Apple stores are dusty. Well,
don't you live in the Dust Belt?
Well, yeah, totally. But I'm trying to think of an area that's dust free. But Rolex is not trying to make. They're not making watches for us, for the watch enthusiasts, because that we're easy. We're kind of like Horace. We're the people that Rolex would call up at 2 a.m. Hey, you up? Rolex wants to make watches that appeal to everyone. That anyone they don't have to worry about the watch nut at the country club because they've already got that guy. They want everyone around that guy to say, "Hey, Bob, what the hell's that?" Wow, what is that? Where'd you get
that one, huh? Danger says, making sense to me. Out of the blue is a double entendre. No one's expecting a blue platinum sub.
Well, I think I know what you're going to rename this live stream.
What?
Is Rolex releasing a blue platinum sub?
Is that what I should call this? Okay, let's do that right now.
Yeah.
Is Rolex releasing...
Okay, ignore what I told you earlier about taking everything down. You should do this.
Is Rolex releasing a new platinum Submariner date?
All right. Well, I got to take care of a work matter. Thanks for having me on, Rich.
Luck. Yeah, thanks for coming. Bye. Hey, that was a great show with the CLYVERs, wasn't it? That was a wonderful show with the Mr. CLYVERs, man. Love that guy. Got to give him props. We had a good time. I think we figured it out, guys. Okay, so Tom A gets all the credit for coming up with the releases on the Oysterflex. I really think they're coming out with it. I think it's happening. We're going to see Rolex Submariners on Oysterflex in precious metals. And Tom Austin called that prediction here on the Rich Buddy live show in our private Discord. And I think tonight, platinum I think tonight, like CLYVE said, he with him and I talking, coming up with the idea of it being a platinum sub. I think that's the one. Platinum sub. The only other thing I can say about that is that this is going to cost me a significant bankroll, because this is going to be a $60,000 watch. I mean, it's going to cost the same as a Daytona. So let's see, Daytona's 65 MSRP. I'll predict this is going to be 58,000 MSRP. So what are we going to do? We already told the AD that we want this watch. So now what? Did we pull the trigger on FP Journe just a bit too soon? Now what? What do we do? Home equity line of credit? Credit card maximization strategies? Don't want to just dump money from your savings into this sucker, do you? Watch flipping? Work harder? I wonder if the AD can really get me into this watch. He seemed to think he could. Rob a bank? Hey, maybe. Orange Hand? What's up, Orange Hand? Steel Yachty with ceramic bezel, blue dial on Oysterflex. Let's think about that a second. Steel Yachty. Oh, with ceramic bezel as opposed to that black. What the heck is that black bezel that it's made of now? It's not, is it a rubberized, some kind of a hardened, vulcanized rubber bezel or something? What the hell is it? Is it a composite? Some kind of a composite, you know, plastic or something? You know, I don't disagree that they would do a ceramic bezel line with the Yachtmaster, but didn't they just do stuff with the Yachtmaster the last time around? So I think people want something fresh with a new watch. It's ceramic, Tom. Hey Tom, what do you think about the whole platinum sub ice prediction? You think it's valid at all? You think it's a possibility that they just, in addition to the Oysterflex, I think they got to come out with something for the ballers. You got the two Oysterflex, but you know, they always come out with some baller watch, something that all of us look at and go, shit, it's beautiful, but it costs too much. Isn't there a watch like that? Every time when Rolex comes out with watches, don't they always come out with a watch that everybody says, damn, that's a beautiful watch, but look how much it costs? That would definitely be a bit of an FU release during a pandemic. You wouldn't be kidding there. I'll tell you that. Yeah, unicorn horn. No doubt, Misan one. If Rolex were to bring out a blue steel Smurf, they'd have to change all their stereo references to blue on a sub, being reserved for precious metal. Your platinum prediction could therefore be right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, man, I actually something's really clicking with this entire platinum thing right here. I'm dead set. I know it's a platinum watch. I know 100% it's a platinum watch. And as a matter of fact, in the AM, in about 6 hours, I am going to text my AD representative, and I'm going to tell him, sir, I got word that there is a full platinum Rolex Submariner coming out. I want it. That'll be a collectible. That will be, without a doubt, a collectible piece. It won't be a piece they'll make long either. You know how you'll be able to gear how long they'll make that piece? Kind of like however long they're going to make the Meteorite, GMT Pepsi right now that they're making in white gold. How long do they make that? That might be about the same time. How long are they going to make the Platinumized Daytona? Let's see how long they make that. That's probably about how long it'll be out. But you know, you never know. What if they come out with it 1 year, 2 years, and then discontinue it, like they did that Blue Dial GMT I was going after? You never know what they do, you know? So if this is a indeed an all platinum sub, this would be the first time they ever make a platinum sub. I'd be in on this piece, baby. I'd make some moves. I'll be dumping pieces well below market to make these moves happen. So get ready to pull the trigger on some pieces. My sub date, my first Rolex that I've worn one day to the beach since I got it back from the service center, might go back up for sale. So hang tight. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Wadi? So what do you think about these new releases, Wadi? I think you've been kind of quiet. You were the first one to join. All right. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up here. If you guys got some final thoughts, throw them up, and we'll put them up on the screen. We'll chat just a few minutes, but we hit the 1 hour mark, and we're gonna keep these at the 1 hour mark. And this was a good show, so we don't want to go any over for that for anybody who's gonna catch this later. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed the show this morning with the CLYVE Watch Wrangler and myself. And tune in for future programming. And hey, good morning, Lucien. How are you? And what do you think they're going to come out with, Lucien? What do you think Rolex is going to come out with? So, what do you think about my predictions? Put them in the comments below. And if you're watching this at a later time, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Give us a thumbs up and share this video with your friends and your watch colleagues and on other YouTube channels, and let them know if you agree that we're going to be seeing an all platinum heavy duty banger coming out of the Rolex house. All right, guys, take care.